Hey kids, welcome to section 2.4, group health insurance. Today we're going to calculate the deduction for group insurance. And the question for today is, why do you think employers contribute to the cost of health insurance? Well, I can tell you that health insurance is pretty expensive. And so in order to make their employers happy, or employees happy, employers will pay part of the health insurance benefits in an attempt to entice people to work for their company or to stay at their company. But health insurance can be pretty expensive, and if employers buy, more than one person's insurance at a time, they tend to get a discount. So to keep everybody happy, employers will usually pay part of the health insurance. So here's some vocab for today. Many businesses offer group insurance plans to their employees. These group insurance plans are health insurance offered by many businesses to employees, paid in part by the business and in part by the employee. Group insurance costs less to purchase than individual insurance. So when the employer buys several, depending on how big the company is, several hundred health insurances at one time, they tend to get a discount. So businesses often pay part of the insurance cost, or it's called the premium, and the employee pays the remaining amount. The employee's part is usually deducted each pay period. So every paycheck, your parents are going to have part of their paycheck taken out, and this amount of money is going to go towards your health insurance. Now, health insurance is pretty crazy. You take money out every month to pay for it, but you might not go to the doctor every month, but you still get health insurance taken out of your paycheck in the event that you will need it in the future. So the first thing you do is you want to find the employee's share, how much the employee is going to pay, what percentage. So you're going to take the annual amount and multiply by how much percentage wise the employee is going to pay. And then once you figure out how much the employee is going to pay for the year, you can divide by the number of pay periods, and that'll say how much they get taken out each paycheck. So, to recap, the employer is going to pay a certain percentage, and therefore the employee is going to pay the rest of it. And then we can figure out how much that is and figure out how much it is per paycheck. So, here are some examples. 1A, find the deduction per pay period. So, the annual cost of insurance for employee A is $6,570. The employer is going to pay 70%, and this person gets paid 12 times a year or monthly. So the first thing we need to do, if the employer pays 70%, then the employee is going to pay 30%. So I can take the annual cost, $6,570, and I can multiply by 30% as a decimal. That's going to give $1,971. That's how much the employee has to pay throughout the year for health insurance. But if I want to find per pay period, then I'm going to divide by how many pay periods there are, which in this case is 12, and I'm going to get $164.25. So every paycheck, employee A is going to have $164.25 taken out of their paycheck to go towards health insurance in the future. Okay, letter B, annual cost of insurance is $12,000 a person. The employer is going to pay 80%, which means the employee is going to pay 20%. This person gets paid weekly, so 52 pay periods. So first we have to find how much the employee is going to pay. So take that $12,000 and multiply by 20% as a decimal, and you're going to get $2,400 for the year. They get paid 52 times a year, so divide by 52. And that means every paycheck, $46.15 is going to be taken out. Okay, so as you can tell, Once you get paid, you don't actually get to keep all that money. All sorts of different organizations and people are going to get their hands on some of your money, all to help you for the future. Okay, number 2, Robert Key's group medical insurance coverage costs $6,480 a year. His employer, Covington Arts Center, pays 65% of the cost. What is his monthly paycheck deduction for medical insurance? Well, if the employer pays 65%, then the employee is going to pay 35%. So I'm going to take the annual cost, $6,480, and multiply it by 30% as a decimal. That gives $2,268. If they get paid monthly, that's 12 times a year. So that's 12 pay periods. That's $189 a month. That's going to be taken out of Robert's paycheck. As you can see, the employer typically pays a lot more than the employee, which is how most people want it. Okay, if we look at example number 3, Carlos Riviera earns $1,478 a week working as a mechanic at the local auto dealership. His group health insurance premiums cost $3,254 per year. If the company pays 70% of the premium cost, how much of the premium cost is taken as a payroll deduction from Carlos's paycheck each week? Well, if the company pays 70%, then the employee is going to pay 30%. So I'm going to take the annual cost, $3,254, and multiply it by 30%. That's $976.20. This person gets paid each week, so divide by 52. And therefore, Carlos is going to pay $18.77 a week. Notice we didn't even use his weekly pay. It doesn't matter how much your weekly pay is. All I want to know is what the payroll deduction is. Not how much does he make afterwards, but just what's the deduction. So I don't even need to know how much he earns a week. Okay, finally, number 4, Brenda Bottoms earns $1,025 a week as the office manager at Dixon Welding. Her group health insurance premiums cost $3,928 per year. If the company pays 82% of the premium cost, how much of the premium cost is taken as a payroll deduction from Brenda's paycheck each quarter? So notice she's getting a paycheck deduction every quarter, but this week she earned this 1,025. It doesn't matter how much she earns a week. All I want to know is the paycheck deduction per quarter. So if the company pays 82%, then the employee is going to pay 18%. So I can take the annual premium, $3,928, and multiply by 18% as a decimal. That gives me $707.04. Now, if she gets a paycheck each quarter, that's 4 paychecks, so divide by 4. And let's see, you get 707.04 divided by 4. 176.76. So don't get confused, even though they're telling you how much she gets paid a week. It doesn't matter how much she gets paid a week because I want to know how much comes out of her paycheck each quarter. Okay? So remember, if you have any questions, always ask me, please. And as always, keep calm and keep trucking.